on, everybody? We are back. And it's only been a couple minutes since we've been gone. But it was just enough for us to have some quick, refreshment, bathroom break, whatever the case might be. Thank you all for joining us for After the Impact. We are here to talk about what we just saw on tonight's Impact Wrestling show. And there was a ton of it. A lot of stuff going on in Impact Wrestling right now. We had scenes from what looked like The Shining in the back room going on. We had Deanna was saying Red Rum. We had murder going on. Well, there was wanting to be murder there going on, I think. We had the Bullet Club show up tonight in a match. We had we had of course Ring of Honor was there. Yes. Ring of Honor, of course, came back tonight and got that whole thing going. I mean, it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane what is going on in Impact Wrestling right now. And if you're not along for the ride, you really need to be. You really need to be. I know most of you do, though. So, Scott Steiner says, hey, Joe, Jeff, and everyone else, hope all is well. Currently got COVID. That sucks, dude. Keeping my head up high and kicking COVID's ass. Well, that's good, man. Get better. Hope Impact was great. It was awesome. Very cool. Jen Carter is here. James Chadwick says, let's fucking go after the Impact, baby. Yes. Sounds weird when I curse. I give Impact a 9.5 out of 10. Great. Love the Bullet Club match. And the podcast is always 10 out of 10. Thank you, Chad. Tazzy, I'm still waiting on my wedding invitation for your and Tasha's wedding. Well, that may be on hold. There may be a little fork in the whole thing. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. As the world turns with Tazzy, stay tuned for that. We have Left Twix. There's a Left Twix in our chat. Where's Right Twix? Right. What's the bias against Right Twix?
Where the White?
Yeah. Hey, Wally, how are you? Jeff, you now can say to the haters who didn't believe you about GOD, I fucking told you so. You can.
I could say that.
You could, but I already did kind of for him. So he's.
That's right.
Jeff could say it in a nicer way, but.
So, if they keep hating, all I got to do is.
These nuts.
Got Is this how the show will go? Okay.
Jeff was waiting on that one for a while. Heard that one.
You don't know how long I've been holding on to that.
I never even heard that one before. That was new. Brandon Lewis. Hey, Brandon, how are you? Ramit, very soon Impact going to rebirth Shane McMahon, going to buy Impact Wrestling. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on there. Breaking news, checked Impact's Twitter. Uh-oh. What's the breaking news? What is it? Hold on. I think I have Impact saved up on my top page. No, I don't. Damn it. Here it comes. Let's see. What is it? Well, I just see tune into New Japan and access starts now. Scott D'Amore made 2 huge matches. Is this what it is? The Good Brothers will face GOD for the Impact World Tag Team Championships, and Eric Young will go head-to-head with Bullet Club leader Jay White for No Surrender.
Oh, my God. Oh!
Well.
So Good Brothers versus GOD for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. And Eric Young will go head-to-head with Jay White on No Surrender. Well, No Surrender just became a big deal.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we will have for you, and that is in what? 16 days?
16 days. Oh,
I think it's the 19th. So, yep, Saturday the 19th. Make sure you're here because you are not going to want to miss that. Good Brothers versus GOD at No Surrender, and Eric Young versus Jay White. Yes. Hey, Heather, how are you? We have Left Twix in the chat. We'll see Moose versus Brock this year. That'd be cool. Hot news from Impact Twitter. There, yep. Sign me up for that, says Heather. You did a good job. All the best to your future venture. Stay healthy and stay happy. Thank you, Ramit. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. All right, well, let's get into it. If you guys that are with us in chat now watch the show and you did not get a chance to score it, do so. Let us know what your score was for tonight's show, and we will go round table and do the same. And then after that, we will just kind of talk about some of our main highlights from this show and where we think that things are headed. And maybe Tazzy will tell you maybe where he's headed and what direction he's going to. So stick around for that. We'll see. Azan says 9 out of 10. Yo says, what did I miss? A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Just that's it. Just a lot. James Chadwick says 9 out of 10. Yeah, give us your scores, and I will go round table here. So let's start with the man of the hour. Let's start with Tazzy. Tazzy, what was your score for the show tonight?
Guess what? You guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm always ready, but yes, I'm ready.
The storyline for this show was ridiculous.
We got to get a T-shirt that says the storyline and the psychology.
Psychology.
Oh, wait. The end of the match, the last match, actually, oh my God, what am I throwing off? The Grace and Cordova match. That storyline, the psychology in that match was like ridiculous because you could see Cordova like,
oh yeah,
what am I gonna do? What am I doing? Like,
yep.
So, dude, tonight was like ridiculous. Tonight was ridiculous. I got to see God live.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I agree. That move where they just kept going back and like in the ring and just kept. Oh man, dude, yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
It's ridiculous. Not to mention there was another good match too. The Josh Alexander match was good. The Jonah match was good.
Yeah,
everything's moving right along. And now we just got to confirm that we get no surrender.
Unbroken's trying to rewrite the rules here, and he said it's customary for the twins to give ratings first. Unbroken. Listen, Unbroken. I don't know what I can listen to from you anymore because you told people to go spay and neuter their children.
Let's just say I'm into twins too. Anyway,
anywho,
we're gonna get this show. We're gonna get. You know what? We're gonna get the show at 9.5 because it's just so much going on in Impact right now. And I have to give Impact credit because of last Saturday, too, because of Mickey James also. So it's just possible that you just don't know what's about to happen now because now WWE is involved now. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, crazy. And I'm excited for the next 6-7 months of wrestling. It's ridiculous. Along with AEW, what's going on with them, it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a job. I mean, we're only in January. We're only in the beginning of February right now. And it seems like we've just gone through 6 months of wrestling with everything that's going on. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. All right. Go down to Conrad. Conrad, what'd you think?
I thought tonight's show was really, really well done. Everything flowed. Everything had a pace. And everything had purpose is the main thing I'm taking away from this show. Everything was done for a reason. Sometimes you see things and it's kind of senseless. It doesn't make sense. But Impact knows where they want to head. And I thought it was well done. I'm going to give this a 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Heather says 8.75. Sean Rousset says 9 out of 10. Do you eventually see Bullet Club versus No Honor Club in the future, or will they keep them separate? I would think they'd keep that separate storylines. I could be wrong, but I would think they would keep that separate storylines. Go ahead, Jeff. What are you scoring the show?
Ooh, what a night, man. I mean, and it started out the way that it did with Cardona and Jordan Grace.
Yeah, some people could forget about that match. Yeah.
I mean, because so much happened after that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm forgetting about stuff right now, but everything, like Conrad said, had a purpose and a place, and everything was placed the right way. And folks swear out that we get paid by Impact, which we don't.
Nope.
But honestly, I think a lot of promotions should be taking note from Impact Wrestling with how they pace shows, um, with how they place matches and where they place certain segments. They do such a great job, and I'm really hoping that they can continue to get more eyes on their product because they deserve it. Like they truly deserve it. What they're doing right now. I mean, think about this. They just had Mickey James in the Royal Rumble with that exposure, walking down with your belt. They're working with Ring of Honor. They're working with New Japan. Dan Lambert was in the crowd last week.
Yep.
They just had Rok-C. She lost, but she defended her title on Impact Television.
Yep.
They're doing something in the business that hasn't been done, and I don't think people fully realize how big this is. So,
Yeah.
I mean, for tonight's show, honestly, um, I've gone back and forth between a 9.25 and a 9.5. I think I'm gonna go 9.5 just because, I mean, selfishly, everything that I've been hoping for kind of came to fruition. Um, so I mean, it was tremendous. The whole night was tremendous, and I cannot wait now for No Surrender. Like honestly, those two matches, and I think somebody in the chat even said it earlier that they wanted to see Eric Young and Jay White. Well, I mean, you're gonna see EY and Switchblade now. So thank you, Impact.
That's gonna be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Madeline's back. Hey, Madeline, how are you? Love that that match was first. You're talking about the Jordan Grace match. Yeah. I mean, you see, like Jeff said, you don't see what they're doing on other shows. Like, I mean, they start off with an intergender match to start the show. And it was done really well, the way that they did it. And this is why people shy away from doing matches like that, because it's like, I don't. But it was done really well. You had Matt Cardona kind of fighting himself for the entire thing. And, Jeff had mentioned, and he's going to bring out the heel because he's going to want to win. And so when he went over and he saw the title, apparently he's got some kind of title fetish is what's going on here with him. But he saw the title and that was it. He lost it. And then he went in and he didn't care what he did. He wanted the gold. So I think that's cool because if he's going to carry that over to other companies and he's going to go to NWA and if he's going to carry that over, it kind of works. It's almost like a weird kind of, like a psychotic version of what Kenny Omega did. He just sees a title and he goes bananas. So that was great. Like Jeff said, I'm curious to see from this. I'm curious to see if their ratings go up this week. I'm really, really curious to see that. And I don't care really about ratings, but I'm just really curious to see if they got more eyes on this product just because of the Rumble thing with Mickey. We'll see. We'll see. I hope that that's the case. The Macklin and Gresham match. Of course, that got interrupted. And that was interesting, too. Macklin really, he didn't care. He got disqualified, and he just didn't care. You imagine that's probably going to go on, that feud. But now, they came and helped Gresham. So now you got to wonder. Now, Gresham walked out on him, but will that stay that way? And then we saw Kenny King join the group. So it just seems like more and more. What does it remind you of? Little NWO adding members to the group every week or so. Digging that. The fact that I got to see God was amazing. Their ring work is just stellar. And again, like I said, I haven't seen much New Japan because I can't stay up that late to watch it. And then by the time a couple of days goes by, I read results and stuff like that, and I don't end up watching it anyway. But it was amazing to see them in the ring and working in that match. So great stuff tonight. It really was great stuff. And like Conrad said, it had a flow to it. You didn't see a lot of, other than the Morrissey thing going on with Moose, which was cool too, because that's working towards a goal as well. But you didn't see a whole lot of craziness going on backstage. It was a lot more stuff going on in the ring, but also some things that were kind of leading up to what their stories are going to culminate with. And they just do it really well. For me, 9.5. I had a blast. I really enjoyed it. It was a really, really fun show. And again, to all of you guys that are in the chat, you are the people who come out and watch this. You're the fans of Impact. If I'm you, and you guys know, you guys all have a lot of followers who follow you guys on the socials, wherever it is, friends of yours that watch wrestling. Man, if I'm you, I'm telling them to come out and watch it. Check it. And not just for us. Go on wherever, go on Access TV and watch it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, if I'm you guys, I'm fired up about the show. I really am. And it's just getting better and better. One last match with Gresham and Macklin to end it. Brandon Lewis says Eric Young fan. Yeah, it's perfectly okay. Eric Young's awesome. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Gresham versus Macklin Iron Man match.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Did I say that now?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Jay White versus Ace Austin. Amazing. 9.5 for me. It was a very, very entertaining show. I absolutely loved it. All right. So, and you in the chat could play along. So, what are the things that have you most intrigued about stuff that they set up tonight that's going forward? And you guys can tell us in the chat, and I'll start this one with Jeff. Jeff, what has you intrigued about the storylines that we've seen the most going forward? And we'll go from there.
This might sound odd, but hopefully it doesn't. We know where the Good Brothers and GOD are going to end up.
Yep.
We know that Moose and Morrissey are going to end up going against one another. We kind of have the table set for the Honor No More and Team Impact.
Yep.
The most intriguing thing for me right now is the Knockouts division and Chelsea Green and Mickie James. I know it may sound weird, but that's what's most intriguing to me right now, because we can see the writing on the wall. We can see it happening, but we don't know when it's coming.
Yep.
And that's the intriguing part. Like, could it happen next week? Or do we see a match next week? Because, good Lord, all the matches that we get next week too, that they announce,
they're pay-per-view quality matches, all of them are.
I mean, every single one of them. Every single one of them. So what do we get next week? We might get a Chelsea Green that's gracious in defeat.
Yes.
Like, oh, I lost to my idol. And then where does it go from there?
Yep.
How long does this thing play out?
Yep.
That's what's most intriguing to me. I mean, I know I'm going to get Moose and Morrissey beating the hell out of each other.
Yep.
I know I'm going to get that. Heather's saying, please let GOD trash the Good Brothers. It may happen. I mean, honestly, I didn't think we were going to get it that soon, but I'm happy that we're getting it that soon. So, I mean, there's a lot going on in Impact right now. There's something for every single fan.
Yep.
But right now, Chelsea Green, Mickie James, and how the whole story with those two, and then with Savannah and Tasha, how that's going to play out between now and No Surrender, and then going after that. But yeah, that's what has me the most intrigued right now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, where can that go? Like, like Jeff was saying, she's gracious in defeat. Mickie beats her, and she's like, yeah, cool. But then what if something starts to snap? And what if we get the hot mess out of this? What if Chelsea turns and we get the hot mess out of this? And that's what comes back to kind of take. Because look at Mickey really never changed personalities when she was doing this, but you could see the crazy part of her coming out. So when that whole thing with Trish was going on, Mickey got crazier and crazier and crazier as the weeks went on. So if that's what they're playing up with this, then yeah, that's very, very cool to look forward to. Absolutely. Possible new feud with Cardona and Gresham because of Jordan. Oh, Heather's coming up with some good stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. Joe Jeff Tazzy Conrad just tweeted you something. SRS tweeted 4 hours ago. Sean Ross Sapp.
What?
What is it? What is it? Meantime, Tazzy, what are you looking forward to the most? And I'll check out what he tweeted us here.
I don't know what to say after that tweet. Dude, like Jeff said, the whole feud. Well, not really a feud yet, but Mickey James and it's going. It's the like he said, the writing's on the wall right there. It's like Chelsea's too bubbly right now. If that makes sense, she's too bubbly to actually, it's kind of like you need to turn her down a little bit to go attack Mickey. If that makes sense. Dude, the Good Brothers versus the Bullet Club. I don't. Oh. I've been waiting for something with the Good Brothers and the Bullet Club for a while, and now we're getting it. I'm excited. Only thing we need is Finn Juice to actually just pop in there and do a triple threat match. That's the only thing I'm missing out of that. And you never know. It might happen. Because now they have a partnership with New Japan. So we'll see. Moose, the Impact title match, I am very excited for just because I don't know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. The more likely Moose is actually going to keep the title all the way to Rebellion. But what's going to happen from now till Rebellion? That's the other thing too. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited what Impact is offering. And like I said before, you just don't know what's going to pop up on Impact because everybody's involved right now. The only people that are probably not involved right now is AEW because their partnership is done with that. But everybody else they have a partnership with. So we'll see.
So yeah, definitely, dude. Listen, it's super exciting. And this is what was tweeted. This is a quote from Stephanie McMahon. We are exploring the metaverse, is what her quote was. We are exploring the metaverse.
What the hell does that mean? What's that, Facebook?
Well,
that stock went down today, by the way. Bad.
Let's see. Well, there's a longer thing here. We are absolutely exploring the metaverse as an opportunity for WWE, especially as the theory unfolds that that's really where more and more people are going to go to connect and socialize. WWE's community-based business, and it's all about fans coming together and sharing this experience. We think there are huge opportunities to expand upon in that metaverse itself in terms of our approach. We're doing due diligence. We're meeting various partners and learning as much as we can. We don't want to be hasty in this space. That being said, we don't want to be behind. We always like to be. I wonder if that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I think people were thinking that meant that they're exploring like what Mickey James did. Maybe that's James. Maybe that's how you took that. I don't know.
I think it's virtual reality stuff.
It kind of comes off to me as being technical. I agree with Conrad. Yeah, I think maybe, and when you read it, it's a little misleading because he just quotes that first line that we are exploring the metaverse, but then you have to read that whole paragraph. I think so too. I think that's a technological thing more than it is a wrestling thing. So but that's cool. But that was where he got that quote from. Conrad, what are you most looking forward to going forward?
Jeff took mine, but I'm gonna veer off into another weird lane. You're good. No,
Yeah.
listen, you're the star of the show here. I'm not saying a word. So the idea of Matt Cardona turning heel is amazing that it's finally coming to Impact. I've been asking for this for a long time. I think Matt Cardona is so much better as a heel because he's been a babyface since 2011. That's 10 years, man. That's a long time of people cheering you. I like Matt Cardona in GCW. That guy who was acting like Mr. WWE. He actually just tweeted something out that was real douchey. I think I can say that on here. Real douchey, where he was like, me and Vince McMahon are trending right now. And it gets people's blood boiling that he's even mentioning WWE still like he's good buddies with them. And it works. And it works in NWA. It works in Impact. Matt Cardona is probably one of the smartest people right now in pro wrestling. If you need a heel, call that guy. He's working the crowd. I think it's going to be fun. I want to see how Impact can utilize that as well to their advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, the Bullet Club is the top trending thing on Twitter right now in wrestling.
That's about right.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just so you know.
AC Wrestling, by the way, too.
What's that?
Oh, there's Hotnam.
Hey, C, how are you? Good to see you. Cardona is a heel. Yeah, dude. That's a great point by Conrad. Like I said, you can tell when he was on Busted Open, he was kind of publicizing himself, and he was coming on saying, "I'd be a better champion in NWA," and then he would kind of work everything. You know, whoever wants me, I'm there, and that's kind of what he was doing. And he definitely was a heel because, like I said, he was saying he was going to change the NWA title, which didn't sit well with LaGreca. So that certainly looks like where it's going. So it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Jeff took mine too.
All right, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, look, I love when wrestling kind of pays tribute to itself and things repeat. And it's all good because you know what? They do it in movies all the time. You have remakes of remakes of remakes today. We live in a remake generation. The cool thing, though, about it with wrestling is a lot of fans that are out there today, a lot of you, in fact, in the chat probably don't remember when Mickey and Trish had that little thing between the two of them. So, for you guys, it's new. And that's what makes it cool. So what you're going to see go forward with Chelsea and Mickey, they're going to do it their own way. They're not going to copy it and do it, exactly the same way. But if it works out that way, then you guys are going to get to see a storyline that was done how many years ago? And I think it's cool. And listen, it's not the first time it's been done. They'll do that from time to time. They'll take a really cool storyline, they'll reverse it up a little bit and make the characters a little bit different, and they'll kind of run with it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm excited for that too, to see where that goes. It's going to be really interesting to see now because you're seeing the slow build. And again, listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are companies that are good with building stories, and there are companies that are not. Personally, at least for the year and a half, almost 2 years now that Jeff and I have been watching it, I think Impact does it really, really well. And you could say what you want. I know the naysayers will say, well, it's tapings, and they tape everything, so that doesn't count. Listen, I don't care. They do it. They do it well. They get the storyline. It gets drawn out, and then there's an amazing finish to it. I mean, look at how long this Bullet Club thing was drawn out. Poor Jeff. He was behind it from day one. Never thought it was going to happen, and then finally it's come to fruition after all these months. So I love that they do that, and now you're seeing, and how goodness knows how long the Ring of Honor thing is going to play out. Mm-hmm. I mean, Maria Kanellis talked about that pay-per-view that's going to happen during WrestleMania weekend. It certainly doesn't sound like that means that they're going back to it and they're going to take all these people from Impact and go back to Ring of Honor. That's not what she made it sound like at all. So this could be a long-term story tell as well with the Ring of Honor people and going on in Impact. So that's another one that can just go on and on and on. The Morrissey Moose thing intrigues me. Only because, and I didn't really think I would think this way, but I'm kind of starting to sway. And I'm kind of starting to wonder if Morrissey's not going to get that title. I don't know what's making me think that, but I would not be surprised if he took it. Now, I know it's kind of a long shot to most people thinking, yeah, no, Moose is going to keep it because we don't know what's going to happen with Josh Alexander, and we don't know where they're going to go with that. We don't know. I don't know. Even if he's only going to carry it for a little bit, maybe he'll only have it for a little while. I don't know. But I don't know, man. Morrissey he's been a bad dude. So we'll see. Anybody who slams somebody in a freezer, yeah, you got my vote. Oh, man. All right. It is 10:47, and it's about time for us all to go because most of us are, me and Jeff are old men, and, we got to get beauty sleep because, if not, we turn into pumpkins or something a lot worse with wrinkles. That's it for us for tonight, guys. Listen, before you head out, don't forget to come and join us on Sunday. Sunday's going to be, I know it's going to be fun. It's our awards show for 2021. We've been waiting to do this one for a long time. You've had your votes into the survey. We tabulated all those votes. We got more votes than we had ever gotten in the 2 previous years. So thank you very much for those of you who went out and voted. And now you get to see what your picks are for the winners for our TIGS Awards, which will be this coming Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the next time we'll be on. So make sure you come and join us for that. The whole crew will be here. Anybody can stop in. Conrad, you're welcome to come stop in too. If you're not busy, you can join. Tazzie's going to be here. I think Jody's going to come as well. We can all just have a blast going over the 2021 awards. We'll take a look back at the year that was, and we will give out our awards. We're going to have some grievances, I know, as well. That's always a fun time. Everybody loves that. So we'll have that on the show as well. We'll talk a little news too, because we got things to talk about with the whole Shane McMahon thing and stuff like that too. So we'll do that. Make sure you join us on Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that show. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for coming out and joining us for Impact Wrestling, and also coming out. Tazzy, you got? Oh yes, Tazzy, please do. Yeah, go for what you're doing.
I completely forgot. I forgot. Like, hey, I sent a tweet like a couple days ago. Like, I announced everything. Guys, we're changing up. We're changing up the whole party channel. We're doing it now to get out of the way because, quite frankly, we need to do it now, and I don't want to do it like once the season started and like every day go high wired. So this is the new schedule for starting on Monday. Yes, I said Monday. On Monday, we're doing the Raw pregame party. That will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If there's no Abby's window, it will start at 6:30 Eastern Time. Tuesdays, there's no longer a watch along, okay? But we will still do the special watch along. So Vengeance Day, we will do the watch along, and then the pay-per-views, we'll do the watch along, okay? So this Tuesday coming up, we're doing NXT After Party, which is NXT Full Review. That's at start at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Friday, exact same thing we do for Raw. Only thing is different is it's the After Party. We can talk about, even though it's a SmackDown, and we can talk about all wrestling. It's Friday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. I know it's Rampage, but we can still do the watch along and talk about other wrestling at the same time. It's okay. So that will start at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, we will do the NXT pay-per-view watch alongs, and we'll do the special watch alongs. The only thing that will change after the season ends, that we will do a pre-show for NXT. That's the only thing that's going to be different. We won't do a watch along. We'll do the pre-show and the after show. That's the only thing different. It's too much going on where I can't do it by myself, where I can like actually, conversate and then try to do watch along. It's not gonna work. So that is the new schedule for next starting on Monday.
There you go. Make sure you subscribe to Tazzy's channel if you haven't done so already. Also, make sure you subscribe to Conrad's channel as well, who does reviews of AEW shows and also pay-per-views from WWE and things like that as well. So make sure you check out his channel also. That's Everything Pro Wrestling. Check that out as well. All right. Fatal four-way between the four of you. Who wins? Jeff, unless I could use a machete. I mean, the dude is a wrestler. What do you think? I mean, you know, unless I'm allowed to use a weapon. Yeah. Oh, gosh. What a question. Mike Witt. All right. That's it, guys. Have a great rest of your night. If you're getting the storm that we're getting, stay safe. We're getting a nasty ice storm up here on the East Coast. So if you're getting that, make sure you stay safe out there. Also, make sure you be kind to one another. Take some time away from the socials every now and then. It's good for you. Trust me, it really is. And hopefully we will see you all again for our next show, which is our award show this coming Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So from myself, from my co-host Jeff, from Tazzy, and of course from Conrad, have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you all soon. Good night, all.